Hello, folks. I'm Mark Saxton,
And I'm Code Red Lawson.
and this is Blue Collar Sports Talk. And guess what? It is time
It's time.
to talk some shit.
Just a little bit of shit tonight. Nothing too crazy.
It's a Wednesday. Got work in the morning. Work in the AM, right? That's why we blue collar until one day when you fabulous people lift us to where we don't have to wake up at blue collar hours and we can wake up at sport playing hours.
I like the sound of that, dude. That
So
sounds
that
too
being said,
fucking good.
that being said,
Big news.
big news.
Big
We're
news
playing
in the NBA.
basketball. I love that basketball.
Dude, do you like the Bow Wow version better or do you like the original version better?
I love both. I'm partial to both because
Yeah.
so here's the thing. So I was alive for the Bow Wow version, right? Got to experience that in its greatness.
Like Mike.
Like Mike,
Dude,
right?
Like Mike was
But
sick.
but I also got to hear the original version first.
Fair enough. So you're kind of split.
Do
Kinda
that
split.
what you will. You know what I mean?
I think it was 2K11 with Jordan on the cover. I want to say it was 2K11. The
Dude,
first time Jordan was
I
on the
only beat
cover.
you twice on that game ever. Twice.
You never beat me. Come on, not once.
Twice.
All I remember was Jordan hitting a game-winning jump shot.
Dude, honestly, you smacked the shit out of me. I got really good. I got really good at that game. Where I think I was able to draw you within 15. And then there was a couple of games where I'd make you hit a buzzer beater.
I know. You
beat you
probably
on that
beat me.
game.
You were always the Celtics, right? Ray Allen, Paul Pierce,
No,
fucking KG.
I would shift between the Bird and the Kevin Garnett era.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Because I remember you just heaving up threes with Bird.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, he'll hit some, but he's not going to hit everyone.
But when I was on fire with Bird, he would hit some ridiculous shots.
He would hit some fucking
stupid shots.
Those are the cool
like I said,
days,
that's
dude.
why I said I only remember really beating you twice.
And it definitely happened. It was rare. It was very rare.
Yeah, no, it was like an eclipse. I'll accept that.
Good times, dude.
Hey, just like the little giants. It's always once.
This is one, at least once. So big news in the NBA. Kawhi Leonard, 3-year extension for $153 million, staying with the Clippers.
Oh my goodness gracious! Hey, Kawhi Leonard, you know what he was, right? My boy was a S D S U S D S U fight. My boy was an Aztec. Let's fucking go, dude. I'm happy for him. Get paid, baby. Let's go.
And San Diego doesn't have a basketball team, so I guess the next best thing is LA, And he doesn't want to be a Laker. Come on. He already tried that one time. That didn't work.
Let's never forget when they were the San Diego Rockets, right?
Dude, I honestly I forget that. I had no idea. You just filled me in right now. I had no idea San Diego had a team.
I only know that because my dad told me. I wasn't alive for that shit.
Dude, I never knew that. That's funny as fuck. But yeah, wow. 153 million for 3 fucking years.
The only thing I hate about that, right? The only thing I hate about that is how often Kawhi's out nowadays. But I love Kawhi Leonard. I don't give a damn, dude. I love Kawhi Leonard. I've loved him since he was an Aztec. I don't care. Get paid, baby. And one day when we get big enough, Kawhi, you can sit down here and have a shot with us.
Dude, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And he'll relive the SDSU days with you.
Hey, and I got the flag, baby. I got the flag.
Wasn't that a gift?
Did you get a
gift? Yeah.
It was a gift from a stranger, actually, at the conference championship game. At the conference championship game against Utah State.
Damn. And you wiped the floor with us on the March Madness bracket. I forgot about that. That was last year. Fucking A, how time flies, dude. It's January.
Bradley and Ladie and Trammell. Oh my God. Dude, the buzzer beater with Trammell. Oh my goodness. And folks, that's right around the corner.
Wild ride. That was crazy.
Right now, I'm like, everybody knows.
It's March Madness. They're not going to keep winning. And what do they fucking do?
I want you to know I'm on the NBA. You can't see it; it's a little blurry, but
it's a little blurry. But we get the idea.
But this is how close I've been following, folks. My Aztecs are ranked number 19 right now. Okay, we've only lost 2 games. We handed Gonzaga their first double digit loss. Okay, since like 07 or some shit, dude.
Ooh.
Watch out for the Aztecs, baby. We're
They're
coming.
going to be in the tourney. They think they're going to be in the tourney in March?
Oh, damn right we will be. Dude, we just beat UNLV. We just beat San Jose State, which is dog shit. UNLV is good. I think next on the list is New Mexico State University or New Mexico University, whatever they are. That's only 3.5 hours away from me, Cody. I might go and just start a fight with all those fucking Mexicans.
Please record it or have someone else record it for me so I can watch it.
So no, we'll definitely get into college. We'll definitely get into college basketball. Not tonight, but
closer to March.
Moving on, the Grizzlies, who are just not very good. I mean, Ja did have his suspension. What else can you say about him, right? Like, I don't know. They're just bad. But they did sign the guard / forward Vince Williams, 3 years, $7.9 million. Slow day in the NBA, I guess. Let's move on to standings, huh? Cody, I'll let you take the West.
Let's do it. Back in the West, where we're at, huh? Let's start with the Northwest Conference. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves at number 1, 26-10, cruising along. OKC 24-11 in second place, and then the Denver Nuggets just sitting there in third, pretty much right there. I mean, looking at the record right now, depending on what OKC does, it should be in second. But Denver Nuggets, always a dangerous team. Just complete fucking animals. I think. Why am I'm drawing a blank right now? Jokic,
fucking the Joker, baby. Let's go.
As always, never gets me my points when I throw him in on my parlay.
Same.
He'll score fucking like 30 points one game, and then I throw him in a parlay to get like 25, and he gets like 15 with 12 fucking rebounds and 12 assists. Like great numbers, but not what I needed.
Right.
And then you got the Jazz hanging on, still in there at 18-20, and then the Portland Trailblazers are ablazing in last place.
Hey, somebody has to do it. Somebody has to live in the basement. So good on them.
Yeah.
So good on them. Real quick, side story. Let me say this before I get to the East. Right, big Celtics fan. Proud of my boys. We did trade away some defense, so there's been some defensive issues. I'll give you that, but ultimately, so far this formula has been more successful than not.
Best record in the NBA. I don't think you can argue with that too much, Marcus.
Right.
I don't think you can argue with that.
So, I mean, they got some cooking, right? Let them cook. But 111, they just finished the fourth quarter in the Garden against the T-Wolves. So we'll see how that ends up tonight.
Ooh, but going a little OT.
But 28-8 are my boys in green, right?
Congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The Bucks,
of course,
25-12. Philly 23-12. Which listen, I can't give enough to Philly because I feel like they're that scrappy team that just doesn't go away, right? The Knicks, kind of a surprise there. The Heat, also a surprise. I did not expect them in that number 5 spot. And then you got the Pacers, right? That's who holds the playoff positions for now. I mean, the Cavs and the Magic are right there. But really, I mean, I think those are the teams that are going to run away.
Oh, I just realized I fucked up. I didn't know we were going full on conference. I was going in division on the conference. My bad.
Oh, okay.
I went to the Northwest, but funny enough, Northwest has 1, 2, and 3 spots right now. So
They do. They do. They do. They're on fire. I mean, the Clippers are right there at number 4, you know. So, I mean,
sorry, finish your East, and then I'll finish off the West.
basically what I'm saying is I expect the Cavs to kind of give a little push. Not much, right? But I feel like they have some hope. The Pacers right in Indiana, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. I don't know how else to throw that out there. The Heat, I feel like give them a minute. Jimmy Buckets and company are gonna come back around. The Knicks, I feel they're gonna fall off. Okay.
As they
And
always do.
I think the Bucks are gonna choke again in the postseason, which is a bold prediction because hey, they're looking good as of late.
You can't count out Giannis, baby.
You can't. But I'm going to. I'm
Do
going
it.
to.
Do it.
Because my boys at the TD Garden, we're getting it done, son. Hey, quick question. Do you know what the TD Garden is?
The TD Garden. Enlighten me.
The Toronto Dominion Bank Garden. That's what it is in Boston.
All right.
I never heard that before. That? I've been a Celtics fan literally since I was like 8, right? Just because my dad was a Lakers fan. Do you know
just had to go against the void?
Do you know when I learned what TD Garden stand for? Not until I was like 17, 18 years old.
Wow. Well, hey, you learned it, and because your dad was a Lakers fan, you got to learn it. So hats off to Pops there. And way better than the Lakers. Fuck the Lakers. I mean,
yeah, fuck the Lakers. I'm a Southern California boy. How dare he root for anything LA? Dude. I'm a San Diego County boy.
And all you got are fucking LA. Well, you can root for Sacramento, but I mean,
the 760, the 858, or the 619, baby. That's all I'm about.
Oh, well, when I
finish the West.
So I fucked up, but I'll just go. I'll go division down because that's how I started. I start at the Northwest. We'll go to the Pacific. The Clippers, who just signed Kawhi Leonard for that big 3-year extension, leading the pack in the Pacific at 23-13. The Sacramento Kings right behind them at 23-14. I mean, pretty much even. Played one more game. And then our boys out in Phoenix. For me, the biggest disappointment in the NBA, not just because I'm a Phoenix Suns fan, but you look at everything that they gave up for the roster that they have right now, and it's not fucking working.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So when they first made the trade, I wasn't angry at it. I mean, if you got a chance to get a star, always do it, right?
Dude.
But
I mean, we're talking last year. Last year, Kevin Durant.
Now it's looking rough, dude. It's looking rough now. And I'll be honest, dude. I grew up in Arizona, pretty much from like 13 on. So I was able to watch Penny Hardaway, Sean Marion, Stephon Marbury, right? Stephon Starbury,
Steve Nash,
Jake Sakalidis, right? I was able to watch all those guys. I love when the Suns do good, and unfortunately,
a little bit of Raja Bell.
Ooh, unfortunately, just a disappointment. I don't know what Katie and company are up to, but I just not a fan. Not a fan.
Well, the huge. So he came over, got injured, and then bucked it up for the playoffs. We got in the playoffs, and then we got fucking destroyed in the second round against the fucking Mavericks, and that was just terrible. And, you know, we're kind of sitting there, you know, of course we got bit by a lot of injury bugs. Chris Paul was hurt. There were a lot of injuries. And then now on the offseason, we get Damian Lillard, and he's fucking injured for a majority of the season. And they're calling it the big three. Let's see the big three. Well, the big three have been out there, and I haven't seen much to convince me. I mean, we've had a few good wins, but last night we got fucking dismantled by the Clippers. Huge disappointments. And you look at what we gave up, all those draft picks, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges, the defensive player of the year at the time of his trade, and a lot of disappointment here in Phoenix. A lot of disappointment.
And you know what's crazy is I remember as a teenager, I think it was like the 2009 season. The Suns played the Spurs. Listen, I was a huge Tim Duncan fan. Okay. Now,
this was the Ginobili, Tony Parker.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So there was some ignorance spoken on ESPN the other day, talking about that Tim Duncan was better than Shaq as a center. Okay, let's talk about something. Tim Duncan wasn't a center.
Was that fucking Charles Barkley?
No, that was old white dude.
I think it was Charles, dude. Because he was trying to talk shit about Shaq.
Well, Chuck gives Shaq his flowers, but no, it wasn't Chuck. It was I'm trying to blank on his name. But what pissed me off was that fucker made me agree with Stephen A. Because listen, we all know that Shaq is the greatest center to ever play the game. I'm gonna put him above Wilt. I'm gonna put him above.
It was some white guy. He was arguing with Stephen A. Okay, yeah.
I thought it was just all that bullshit. Yeah. But anyways. So I was still nonetheless. I was a huge Tim Duncan fan. So I was like 16, right? I bet my buddy that the Spurs were gonna beat the Suns again, just like they did in 2003, right? Just because Tim Duncan just owned them.
You're a dick,
dude.
You were right, but you're a dick.
But here's the thing. That's when the Spurs lost the series.
Wait, was it that year?
Yeah.
That was the year that we went on and lost to the Lakers. Am I right?
I had to have pink fingernails for a fucking week.
Oh shit, dude! So I couldn't remember because there was one year that we lost to the Spurs around 2008 to 2009, 2007. I don't remember when it was. We definitely lost to the Spurs.
So if I remember correctly, I want to say the Spurs lost in 2000 to the Suns. Because that was the whole D'Angelo shit. And then I want to say in 2003, the Spurs took it. And I want to say in 2009, the Suns took it because that was when I had to wear that fabulous.
So if you remember the bet and you had to wear pink fingernails, you remember it better than I do for sure.
Oh yeah. So it wore on me. It wore on me. It hurt the pride, right? But no, but honestly, other than that, I've always rooted for the Suns. I really, there's no reason to hate the Suns. You know what I mean?
We can't win.
No,
we cannot win.
No, and then no matter what they throw on the court, they choke.
I really thought we had it against the fucking Bucks, man, a couple years ago.
Hey, that was close.
Oh, but we'll see what we can do. Hey, maybe they can get it together, get something cooking, maybe in the playoffs. Who fucking knows? But then
in the next couple of weeks, we'll revisit NBA. We'll talk about playoffs. But for now, let's talk NHL, huh?
Let's do it. I didn't do the Southwest, but here, real quick. Golden State at the end of Pacific. Southwest, you got the New Orleans Pelicans leading 22-15. Dallas Mavericks 22-16. Houston Rockets 18-17. The Grizzlies at 14-23. And then the Spurs chasing the tails with 6 wins and 30 losses. That's pretty brutal. All right.
Now let's kick it to fucking hockey. They're not as bad as the Pistons.
Not as bad. They have 3 more wins than the Pistons. So, hey, good on them.
But so back to let's go to hockey, right?
Let's go.
Let's talk about. Let's talk about William Nylander. Okay, he's a part of the organization that I like to refer to as the make believes because they make believe that they got a chance every year and then they choke.
They sure do.
But William Nylander with a 25 game point streak, whose eyes literally I seen him when he took the ice, they were just dollar signs. Because he was just laughing at their organization. He's like, it's fucking payday, boys. And their organization was like, Willie, let's make it doable, honey, because it's not going to be doable. It's not going to be doable, boys. You're going to pay me. It's my team. Austin, who 92 million for 8 years.
Ooh.
Record.
Ooh. Well, a lot of money.
He played great at the right time.
Fucking and that's all that
now the
it's
Maple
about.
Leafs are cuffed once again. We'll see. We'll see if they got it in them. But
I don't think they do.
some heartbreaking news to an original 16. Very
If
young
you
player.
are a Chicago Blackhawk fan like myself, now this may be confusing,
Fuck the Hawks.
But huge Blackhawk fan, and fuck the Red Wings. Thanks for taking all our players, and you're welcome for Patrick Kane, by the way, fucking doing work for you. Connor Bedard, the young rookie #1 draft pick,
supposedly the next Gretzky.
Weeks, 6 to 8. They were calling Kane that at one point. Remember that?
I do.
6 to 8 weeks, broken jaw, got his shit cracked by the shoulder. Out 6 to 8 weeks. That's a huge blow. I mean, not like that the Hawks were doing anything to put a big statement on the league or anything. Sitting in a terrible record. I don't even want to read it off right now, but I guess I will. At 12-27 with 2 overtime losses,
they're
26 points.
Just so you know, they're the third worst team in the league.
I thought. You know what? The last time I checked, they were the second. Oh no, we're still the second. We're above the Sharks and right behind the Senators.
Oh, the Senators did win. Never mind.
So we're still, we're not the worst, but we're the second worst.
Yeah.
But man, has Bedard just put on a fucking clinic from what
I saw his little Michi, dude, his Michigan just flinging it in the what a piece of fucking magic.
Fucking this dirty. Kid,
so I hate the Hawks, but this kid's gonna be something special. I hate seeing that he's injured. I hate seeing that he's gonna be out that long. It's bad for the sport. It's bad for the Hawks. And it's bad for that young man's career. There's nothing but points being left on the table, whether it's for him or the organization. And it hurts the sport.
I mean, I would love to see like what happens in NHL when your character breaks his jaw. They just come out with like that jaw guard. But he's 18 years old. I'm joking, obviously.
He's got a bright future. He's going to be something.
He's got special. Take a break. The Hawks aren't winning shit this year. We're not even going to get close to even.
I think he's going to be the next McDavid, right? McDavid is something special. I think Bedard's going to be up there. I really do.
He's going to be over him. For youngest player to ever get voted into the All-Star game at 18 years old.
Although it doesn't matter now.
But he'll be there. He'll get a jersey for sure. He'll get a jersey. But I don't know if he'll even give a shit because I don't know if you saw him getting interviewed when they told him that he made it. He was just sitting there like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
This wasn't news to him, right?
Did not. Yeah, he was like, no shit, I'm gonna make the All-Star game.
But
look at my fucking numbers I put up with these shit bags that I have on my team.
It's kind of like some of those interviews that the United States juniors players have just been doing. They just won the gold. They swept the world they swept the floor with them, right? And I mean, it was a 6-2 final. Congratulations, by the way, United States, USA. So, I mean, those kids, they were talking about him, and they're like, I'll go anywhere and do it. McGordy, he was ready to fight the whole world at the end of that Swedish game when that Swedish fucker wanted to put hands on him, and he let him fucking know something. So a bright future for the Americans for sure. I think we have a shot at those Canadians. A real shot. But that being said, let's go into some standing. Oh no, one more big injury. Zegras, right? The Ducks are going to be hurt.
Oh yeah.
And I quote, said they're going to be out, or he's going to be out for a while. We don't know yet.
When there's no time frame, that's always bad.
He fell awkwardly. Like I saw the replay. He fell awkwardly in front of the opponent's bench. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm not going to try and diagnose anything, but it looked bad.
We're not doctors, but it looked terrible.
So that being said, I don't know, man. The Ducks already had it rough. I mean,
I look at them, dude. They're 14-25-1. I mean, they probably weren't going to make any noise this year anyways, but
it sucks. It sucks because it's another young player going down. I think it's bad for the sport.
Of course.
But let's go to some standings. So now let's go by conference, because if the playoffs were today, it'd be fun.
Yep.
But if the playoffs ended, I mean, if the season ended today and the playoffs started, my Wings would not be in it. It'd be a weird thing. But my Wings, I mean, they've been playing some great puck. The Bruins, fuck them, at 56 points with 24, 8, and 8, right?
I thought you might have a little love for him for being a Celtics fan.
Nah. I had a little bit. I had a little love for him when they had my boy Tyler Bertuzzi. But
fair enough.
But fuck that. The Rangers, 26, 11, and 2 at 54 points. The Panthers, 12 and 2, 54 points. Toronto and Carolina both at 49 points. Now, here's the interesting thing. So, Philly and the Islanders have 46 points. Tampa Bay have 45 points. Now, the Devils, the Caps, the Pens, and the Wings all have 44 points. So,
it's anyone's spot
conference at this point in time, if we're being honest. I don't see this. I don't see this even being close to what's going to shape up. To be honest with you, I'm always going to say the Wings are going to make it, but to be honest with you, no one knows, dude. It's anybody's conference. Anybody can make the postseason. I mean, if you think about it, the Canadiens at 39 points, the Sabres at 38 points, and the Blue
Jackets. All you got to do is get hot. All you got to do is get hot. Win fucking 4 in a row.
You got a couple months left, dude. Let's play some puck, get to the dirty areas. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in that Eastern Conference. Now, would you take me to the Western Conference?
Leading the Western Conference, we got the Winnipeg Jets, 27, 9, and 4 with 58 points. Tight race up top. The Canucks, the Cafucks, 27, 11, and 3 with 57 points, just one down. Then you got the Colorado Avalanche falling in close, only 3 down to the top, 26, 12, and 3 with 55 points. The Dallas, show me your stars.
Oof.
Let's see them. Let's see them stars. You know those old Girls Gone Wild commercials?
Girls Gone Wild.
I don't know why I just thought of that. You know, whatever. 23 and 11 and 5.
Bouncing. Yeah. Childhood memories. That's some good. Hey, that's some good family fun. Hey there, Cotton.
Hey, there, Cotton. Right, you are. 51 points for the Dallas Stars, and then you got the Vegas Knights tied as well.
I'm gonna say both the Stars and the Knights. I think. Look out! They're gonna break out. I think.
A very, very tight race here. Right close to the bottom. They're both tied 23-12-5 with 51 points as well. You got the Los Angeles Kings 20-10 and 7 with 47 points, a little bit behind on the games. So, look out for the Kings. You got the Nashville Predators 21-18 and 1, hanging the fuck around, even with all those losses.
Hanging on one of those playoff spots.
Yep. And then at the last spot, the Edmonton Oilers, but also tied with the newer team, the Seattle Kraken.
Really like that name. Kraken had a good run last year.
They did. They sure did. Reminding me of the fucking Knights when the Knights came in. Fucking A, what's up with these new teams? They're getting all these has-beens who just want to play and are like, fuck you, you left me off your team.
Got a point to prove.
They're both sitting there tied at 43, and Edmonton has 3 less games played. So, we'll see. The Coyotes, but look at the Coyotes. Look how close this is right here. You got the Coyotes at 20-17 and 2 with 42.
Who don't have a home. I'm proud of them for hanging around.
Playing at the Mullet Center, and I will say this, dude. I went to a game. It was fucking badass. It's such a small stadium, no matter where you sit, you have fucking amazing
Well, yeah,
seats.
I believe it's a college facility, correct?
Dude, yeah, it is. I think it's like seats like 10,000, maybe less than that. And dude, everywhere you go, it's a fucking amazing seat. There's great energy. It's so tight. And if you're in Arizona and you have time, a little bit of
Why
money to
not
just
go? Why
go
not go
and
catch a game?
pay for the cheapest fucking seats, and you're gonna have a great view.
Dude, I remember.
It's
I remember
real fun.
when they were still at Gila River. I went there and they had dime beer night.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
It was. It was.
Were you guys dropping gloves at the concession stand? Just
Dude,
like, what's
it
up?
was great. It was great because I made a great friendship with an Avalanche fan, which I'm a Wings fan, so fuck the Avalanche. But we made great friends because I wore my Yzerman jersey, right? He wore his Raw jersey, right? So it was good fun, dude. We were talking shit, got drunk. It was a fantastic time.
Well, you're always a friendly drunk too, Mark. So that helps.
It does. It
You're
does.
you're a very situation diffuser type of guy, you know.
I try. I try my best.
Look how close it is. Though we got okay. I won't even say the record. Coyotes 42 points, Blues 41, the Flames 41, and then you drop down a little to 38 with the Minnesota Wild. But
Dude,
then
which
you got
is
the
wild to me. Why
that
are they doing so
is
bad?
so tight, dude. Yeah, and the Wild have really dropped off. I love it. Look, as a Hawks fan, I fucking love it. Fuck the Wild. Fuck Minnesota in general. As you can see, these two things right here. Fuck Minnesota. But that's dude, all the way down to the Wild. Those last spots are fucking anyone's, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyone's.
Anything can happen.
Same thing with the fucking East, dude. I love it. I love it.
I love it. And once again, we'll revisit that in the next couple of weeks and see how that unfolds. I'm excited. I'm excited. Now, let's move it along. There's been some big things happening this week, huh? First of all,
Big things.
let's raise a glass or a can. Nick
Oh,
Saban.
dude, you know what? You know what? For Nick Saban, I'll take a shot. I'm not a huge college football fan, but to be with an organization for that long and to do as good as he's done, I'll take a shot for you, Nick. You know,
I'll take a shot too. Been
let's
there
do it.
07. Saban retiring.
07 to Nick Saban. Take it easy, buddy.
Was
it a little rough?
That was rough.
But
yeah,
you got the straight vodka. You got to get the shit that adds pink lemonade to it.
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have time to go run. I didn't think about it, my dumb ass. Could have ran out and grabbed something, but oh well. Here we go. It's Wednesday, Bubba.
Let's do it. Well, fuck work, dude. We'll go in. We're still gonna go, of course.
Which is not I might shit.
I might be a little lackadaisical and be less productive than I was today, but I'm still gonna go and I'm still gonna do my job. So
amen.
So you do as a blue collar worker.
Now Saban once again. I mean, lightning struck twice there for Bama. I mean, going from one great coach to Saban, Saban, which one of the most winningest coaches I believe ever in the history of college football. Good on him, and it sucked. I mean, listen, I love to see that the SEC was knocked out this year, but it did suck to leave in that fashion.
Tough loss to Michigan, but I mean, Saban's been there since Gump, right?
Yeah, at least, because I believe he was the one that recruited Gump for sure.
It makes sense. Dude knows what he's doing. He might be the stupidest son of a bitch alive, but damn, he's so fast.
But boy, can he run! Let's move it along to the NFL.
Move it along. What do you think Harbaugh is going to do? What do you think he's doing next year? What do you think he's doing?
So I got a bold prediction. Now, a lot of people say that he's going to stay with Michigan, and then the other half say that he's going to the NFL, but they don't know where. I've got a bold prediction. Do you remember? Do you remember the where Harbaugh used to quarterback?
It was on at the time, the San Diego Chargers, I do believe.
And I believe he's going to go back to coach those Chargers. That's what I think.
Whoa!
I think he's going to be your next head coach in LA.
Should be San Diego. Should be San Diego.
Should be San Diego. But the
you know,
Spanos family sucks. And I think that the Spanos family pulls their head out of their asses for once, drops some money for a coach like they should. And I think Harbaugh comes home.
dude, see, him being home is at Michigan, though. That's the thing.
Do you know
That's
where he was? Do you know where he was this last summer? He was wearing brown and gold pinstripes for them San Diego Padres, son.
Okay, he likes baseball. Well, fair. Everyone a lot of people like baseball.
I'm just saying, buddy. I'm just saying. It might be a great reunited, and it feels so good.
Marcus, if that happens, mark my word, I will take 10 shots. 10 on your call. So you can call them out in one show.
I love
so you got 10 of them. You don't have to wager anything. You don't have to wager shit. Now, I'm not saying that him going to the NFL, I think he said it before, he doesn't want to go back to the NFL, but who knows? Money talks. Everything talks. But if that does happen and he goes to if he goes to the LA Chargers, I will take 10 shots on your call in one show.
I love it.
You don't have to wager shit.
And I'll hold you to
it. He stays in Michigan, if you ask me. He'll stay here. He'll retire in a few years.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll take 4. I'll take 4 shots.
Dude, I'm being so generous now that you don't have to take anything.
No, I know, but I want to do something.
Okay, all right.
I'm not going to do 10. I'm not going to do 10, but I'll do 4.
Okay, all right, that's fair. 4 is manageable.
On call. Let me write that down.
Yeah, well, I'll write it down too. I got 10. Okay, 10 with an X next to it.
I love it.
To the Chargers. All right. It's official.
It's official. It's written in stone.
Mm. And bright blue ink. That's what I have right now.
Mine's black.
This is actually a bank pen. I got it from the bank. It's really nice.
Nice. I stole it from
I don't know if I'm supposed to take these, but US Bank has some really nice pens. Sorry, it's First Bank.
It's yours now. Now, to the NFL, right? Pete Carroll. End of an era. It was a mutual agreement. He's gonna stay on as an advisor. Very emotional speech. But here's my thing. The Seahawks, they're going to have a lot of questions to be answered, right? They need a head coach now, probably a new coaching staff in general, a new quarterback.
I was going to say quarterback.
I mean, they've got a lot of discussion, and unfortunately, if you're a Seahawks fan, I don't know if that's going to be answered before the 2024 season.
Yeah, and I mean, who's all out there who they could bring over, sign?
Hey, if Gino's not that guy, right? I feel like Mullins or Minshew or
would you really take Mullins or Minshew over Geno Smith though? Because he has showed promise, dude.
It just depends, right? It just depends on the direction you're going. Because I mean, listen, you also have Wentz out there, who hey, it's a possibility he looked good against that San Francisco second string.
Okay. Let me ask you. Okay, you're a head coach in the NFL. You have Carson Wentz, Gardner Minshew. Okay, you're the Seattle head coach. Carson Wentz, Gardner Minshew, Nick Mullins, and Geno Smith with your exact same team that you have. Are you really going to move away from Geno Smith though?
Here's the problem, right? How much control do I have for the draft pick? What can I trade? And what can I maneuver? Because if I can get rid of Geno, add somebody cheaper who's decent, maybe add to that line, right? Maybe we got something going on.
And you could so, dude, they're that running back, Zach Charbonnet, dude, that dude
Yeah,
looks fucking. He's
and
got
that
a pep in
receiving
his
core,
step, dude.
that receiving core is not
Is
bad.
nice. I do DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett's fucking solid. And then also, I mean, I said Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker the third, dude. Their running game is fucking nice.
So
They've got some
if
great
I can
wide
add and
receivers.
if I could add to that defense and that offensive line, hey, I might put Geno up.
So I guess there's a lot of questions there.
That's all
Of
I'm
what you
saying.
of what you have control over. But okay, let's say you have no control over any of the draft. Those quarterbacks, you're really going to move away from Geno?
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can't. No. It'll be
Geno has
interesting.
not done a bad job. He is not.
Dude, speaking, so they're losing him. Imagine Harbaugh going to the fucking Seahawks.
That would be interesting. But I guarantee you, if Harbaugh goes to Seattle, Geno's gone.
Dude, after winning a national championship, dude, I don't see Harbaugh leaving. Dude, he loves Michigan. He's been solid there.
I see him taking on a team, and this is why I say the Chargers. At the beginning of the year, would you have guessed that the Chargers did not make the postseason?
No, and not even be as terrible as they have been. Even before the Herbert injury.
But there was injuries throughout the season. Plus that secondary is dog shit, right?
Yeah.
If you can imagine everybody coming back healthy next year, you have a Super Bowl caliber team. Why not? Why not take on a team like the Chargers where you're only a few pieces away?
But the money's got to be there for Harbaugh. And even then, dude, he's going to get such a boost from winning this championship. I don't think he leaves Michigan.
Such a boost where it might make you feel you can win a Super Bowl.
Who knows? Who knows?
Now, one more head coach we got to talk about. Bill Belichick. A lot of unknowns. Rumor says that he will, he'd want to stay for other roles. I don't know. My original now weeks and weeks and weeks back, I want to say it was like week 9. I predicted that Bill Belichick would be the next Chargers coach. I mean, it could happen. It could happen.
He could go to Seattle too.
He could.
They've all got the tools.
I don't see Bill being done being a head coach. My opinion.
But fair enough. I mean, honestly, I agree with the guy's such a competitor, and he's so intelligent that to see him not coaching a professional football team would be really fucking weird. And I also say that because he's been coaching football teams as long as I've been alive.
At least.
So, but maybe it is his time, dude. Maybe it is his time to step back, take a more relaxed job.
I wouldn't hate
and still contribute to the organization. I think he stays with the Patriots. He's got a lot of loyalty. He's been there. He's brought them, so many Super Bowl rings. Dude, come on, man. The guy is an absolute menace.
I don't hate that, but I would love to see him specifically because of the Tom Brady talks. Without Tom, you're nothing, right? Without Tom, you wouldn't.
He wants to prove that he can still be that coach.
Maybe,
but maybe he's like whatever.
Maybe, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if that's the case, I would like to see him go to like a Jaguars or a Chargers or go back to the Browns. Maybe.
Titans fired their coach too. Titans and someone else. Someone else fired their coach.
See, I don't see him going to the Titans because Derrick Henry.
The Falcons fired their coach.
The Falcons are still too far out, though. I see, once again, the Chargers, the Jags, the Colts. Right? I'm talking about teams that need a few more pieces, and they're going to be there. And I see Belichick going back to something like that. And I would hope he would. Now, I grew up hating the Patriots. I grew up hating Tom and Bill, but what he's done for the sport, I would hate to just see him go away.
You can't argue. You can't argue it, but he could just hang up the hat and say, "I've done it all. It's been good enough."
I wouldn't blame him.
But that fierce competitor in him, the people saying, "You don't have Brady. Look how you've done. You've done fucking terrible." And that is an argument to have. But I mean, you got to look at the rest of the team. They haven't shit on defense. They haven't had a fucking O-line. They haven't had a quarterback.
Has been the better
Okay,
subject.
yeah, sorry. That was a bad. The only thing that's been there for him is the defense.
Yeah,
but
he's a defensive guru.
He always has been. Yep. Fuck it, dude. I'm taking another shot. Let's take one to Bill Belichick. You don't have to take it. You don't have to take it. Take a good swig of the beer.
I'm going to. This is my last little bit, so
I'm a terrible influence. I know,
but I gotta work and
on a Wednesday.
But what do blue collar workers do? They go in battered and
they go in and just fucking perform because that's what you got to do.
That's
you got to keep your job. You got to pay your bills. You got to take care of your family. You know,
you also got to have a good time.
Yeah, of course, dude. This light above me doesn't pay for itself.
Amen. Now, Code Red UFC news. I think that's due right now. What's going on?
Nothing too crazy. There's some stuff floating around right now. A real fun one, I really like this one, is I don't know where it started. I tried to find the source of it. I know a reporter asked Jim Miller at one of the UFC media days this question, and it's been all over social media, all over Instagram. Jim Miller, the ageless wonder lightweight versus Brock Lesnar, the legendary heavyweight at 265, who cut weight at heavyweight to make 265. Who would win in that fight?
Dude, why so light? I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand Lesnar's old, but that's.
I mean, okay, look, Jim Miller, he would. If they were actually going to fight, Jim Miller would put on some weight. Okay, let's be real.
Agreed, but
he'd put on some weight. But I mean, you're looking at a guy who's 5'8" versus Brock Lesnar, who's what, 6'7"?
Yeah, I was gonna say 6'6". Yeah.
He's fucking massive.
That's a big guy.
But it's the ageless wonder Jim Miller, dude. He's what, fucking 40-something years old, still knocking dudes out.
But just the reach on that, it just seems
and the size. So I mean, literally, Brock Lesnar could go up to him and just bear hug him and fall over, and just fall on top of him, like let's be real here.
I mean, it could be fun, right? It could be fun, but that's all it's ever going to be.
I mean, we're talking ancient UFC rules where there's no weight classes, no restrictions.
Some Kimbo Slice in the backyard type shit.
The only rule is no biting, no eye gouging, no fish hooks.
When Kimbo Slice fucked that dude's eye up so bad, I mean, like I said, it's gonna be some backyard bullshit.
See, I think even in the backyard, they still had a little. I don't think you could hit a dude in the nuts. The old UFC, that might have been the only rule. You could just punch a dude right in the fucking nuts.
But dude, and talking about Kimbo, dude, I mean, I'm talking about the head bobbing, the head movement, right? That motherfucker was a killer.
Those backyard street fights, dude. Fucking A. So who you got on okay, all right. I'm gonna ask you one question and then I'll ask you another one. One Jim Miller versus Brock Lesnar. Who wins?
I want to give it to Brock just because of all the years I was a fan. But I'm gonna give it
and the size.
Yeah,
you're gonna go Jim Miller?
Obviously, but I'm gonna give it to Jim Miller only because he stayed fighting
and is quick as fuck. But that one shot from Brock, dude, that one shot, or just the grab and the weight pull down, like
agreed.
Dude, I'm gonna have to. I want to say Jim Miller, but I'm gonna have to go Brock, just based on the weight, because I think he could just grab him. But see, now if it's on like a football field or like a big ass like gymnasium where there's no cage, where Jim Miller can run from him, maybe he can burn Brock out.
Hey, might be a strategy still.
So that's a fun one that's been going around Instagram and social media and stuff. But another video that's been going around Instagram, I'm glad you brought up Kimbo Slice in the backyard brawls. You know, someone else who was in those backyard brawls and those fucking crazy ass backyard street fights, Jorge Masvidal was also in there doing work, putting in fucking work like a damn warrior in Miami, from Miami. And a fan at the Miami Heat game, I don't know if it was last night or the night before, the video kind of just started going around today. A fan was courtside and saw Colby Covington leaving the game and just started talking shit to him, saying, "It's Masvidal City. Masvidal City, get out of here, Colby." Just talking shit to Colby. And it just, look, Colby says some shit. He crosses lines. I don't agree with it. It is what it is. At the end of the day, these guys go in a ring and try and kill each other, or in a cage, try and kill each other. And, just some fan mouthing off, it always gives me a bad taste in my mouth, especially when Colby beat him every single fucking round that they were in the octagon.
Right.
Versus fucking Masvidal wearing a mask and a hoodie and running up on someone, just fucking beating the shit out of them when they're not expecting it.
In a line in the restaurant.
I mean, look, and it all came down to Colby talking shit about Masvidal's kids. That's what it comes down to. And I don't engage in people on those comments because I've looked for what Colby has said about Masvidal's kids, and what he has said is that Masvidal is a bad dad.
He did not say anything about.
He did not say. He didn't say like your kid is a fucking idiot or what, whatever. There was nothing. He called
insert disrespectful comment here. He did not do that. He called Masvidal a shitty dad. He called Masvidal a shitty person, and he called Masvidal a shitty fighter.
And exactly. And if you go back and look at everything that he said, he's a piece of shit dad. He doesn't pay his child, so he owes all this alimony on child support.
He doesn't take care of his kids.
Look, if you want to connect the dots and say, yeah, of course, you say someone's a bad father, essentially you're talking about their kids. Of course. Obviously, you can't be a father without kids. Well, you can't be a father without kids. You want to get down to technicalities, of course. Okay, technically, his kids are a part of him being a father. No shit. Right. Never once did Colby say anything about. He didn't say name names. He didn't say anything derogatory.
He wasn't a Ja Rule to Eminem. Kids. He wasn't a Ja Rule to Eminem, where Ja Rule called out Haley. You know what I mean?
No, not at all. He didn't name drop anyone. He didn't post pictures. He didn't do anything about his kids. So all you fucking idiot Masvidal dick riders out there, and look. Fucking, I love Masvidal. I love Colby.
I used to love Masvidal before this Colby shit.
Yeah,
I was a huge Masvidal fan, but I agree. He went off the deep end, and his followers are just gonna follow
blindly following. I could say all this shit, and I'm asking someone to just leave something in the comments, leave a link, leave anything to direct me to the place. Where Colby went at his children and only his children, not his fatherhood.
Right.
Because as a father myself, you want to talk shit about my fatherhood, that's one thing. You talk about you mention my daughter's name, you say something my daughter, it's completely different. You're talking about me as a father.
If I call you a bitch ass dad, or if I call your daughter a bitch,
huge difference. That goes from down here to way up here.
Agreed.
And you know that as a dad yourself.
I feel the same thing as a father. Yeah. I mean, I got a daughter and a son, and you want to attack me? It's fair game. That's what I'm in business for. Attack my kids. Now we got a problem.
Let's Mark, please. Let's try. I've done as much extensive research as I could find on Colby talking shit on Masvidal's kids. I can't fucking find it. All I find is that he said he's a piece of shit dad. He owes a bunch of alimony on child support. He doesn't take care of his kids. That's talking about you, Masvidal. I'm sorry, but that's about you. That's not about your
handling
kids.
your shit. Exactly.
Whether it's true or not, whether he's a fucking idiot or not, that's beyond the point. He's not talking about he's talking about your parenting. He's not talking about your kids. I don't get it.
Exactly.
Make it make sense, please. Please make it make sense.
Exactly.
All right, that's my ramble for the night. I'm done with it. Cool. I want something. Please leave a comment. Leave something.
Yeah, leave a comment.
Send me that way, and I'll take it all
bring
back.
You on the show. We'll let you express your opinion. I mean, this is something. I mean, hey, I'm open for discussion. I really am.
Agreed.
So, that being said, it's been a night. It's been a Wednesday night.
It's been a great Wednesday night. I love it.
And thank you for talking some shit with Blue Collar. Make your mama holla. And look for us
Friday.
Look for us Friday. We're going to be talking again.
We got some UFC predictions. Big UFC fight, Ankalaev versus Walker 2, because the first one got fucking DQ'd. Well, not no contest because that illegal knee. But we got a great fight card lined up. I got some picks. I got a great parlay.
We got some playoff talks. We got some weekender benders to talk about. So please tune in Friday night, which is once again going to be January 12th. Be here. Be ready to listen. And we'll respond to any comments. Let's go.
Or we'll bring you on. Let's go.
Yeah, amen.
Come on in.
Blue Collar.
Make your mama holla.
That's what it is.